we're not here to show you what respect is. We're here to just make you aware that your children have no idea what you're talking about when you say, speak to me with respect.
Now, let's jump right into the second part, which is teach. Teach. Like Bonnie, if you picked up the clues from when she was talking there was well, Bonnie, you kind of come off mute here, but was that feeling like, well, you got to earn it, is almost like a negative. And where if you learn it, it's like, oh, look what I learned. It was a positive. Did I hear you correct on that part?
Yes, absolutely. So let's teach the parents, because when I first started learning Creating Champions for Life, and Tom did some, like, he took the time to basically sit the kids down and say, this is exactly how we're looking for you to respond when we're talking with you. Number one, it was make eye contact. Now, Creating Champions for Life we're not here to show you what respect is. We're here to just make you aware that your children have no idea what you're talking about when you say, speak to me with respect, unless we do this little exercise right here in the middle here when we're talking about teach, how to teach it. So with my kids, Tom was like, okay, eye contact is very important when you're talking to somebody. And how important is this lesson when you're thinking about what our role is as a parent to prepare our children for life, to teach them life skills, for going to school with their teacher, relationships that they may be involved in later on, having a boss, right, at work. This lesson is way more important than our own egos when our kids are rolling their eyes at us, isn't it?
Very well said, Bonnie. Spot right on. So as far as like the teaching part, teaching really comes into a dictation kind of a way of telling you. The driver's ed teacher could say, well, put the car in gear, put your hands at 10 and 2, move all the mirrors so you can see. They're telling you. But if you've never done it before, maybe this might be the first time, or you're learning to actually expand or add on to. Telling never works, never has, and it never will. So, hey, Bonnie, go grab that blue thing, right? Go grab the one gidget and go stick it over there in the whatchamacallit. But if I were to take the time to go, okay, you see this right here? This is the whatchamacallit. And see this over here? This is the actual jimmy-majiggy. And you go like this. When you show, then learning goes hand in hand. When you tell them, you feel like, well, they got to earn some respect, or they got to earn it. Then you're like, well, I've told them 10 times. So if you can start to see that both paths create frowns, red, smiles, green, negative, red, positive, green, disorder, red, order, cooperation, green.
Right. So you actually took the time to sit the kids down and say, when we're talking to you, this is what eye contact looks like. Look me in the eye, put the phone down. Like Allison just said, everyone has different expectations of how to show respect. And if you don't let them know how to meet your expectations, then we can't be yelling at them or getting angry at them or even taking it personally. Your children were born with absolutely no idea how the world works. Zero neural pathways. They don't know what manners are. They don't know what pick up your toys mean. They don't know what put all your clothes in the laundry basket means. They don't know what it means to say sit straight up in a chair unless you actually take a chair and show them this is how you sit straight up in a chair. So when it comes to respect, like I said a few minutes ago, if you're just joining us, it's really important to take the time to think and write down, what does respect look like to you? What are your exact expectations? begin looking at your children as if, you know, they're looking at you going, Mom, Dad, can you show me how the world works? Mom, Dad, I have no idea how to interact with children at school, with my teacher, with my boss, and I'm counting on you to show me. If we just expect them to know what is in your mind of what respect looks like, we're setting them up and ourselves up for huge failure. So take the time in page 2 of your little workbook here and write down the question, what does respect look like to me? And start to think, and just like whatever comes to mind, this is a great opportunity for you to brainstorm. Is it eye contact? Is it yes, ma'am, yes, sir, I'll get right on it when you ask them to do a task? And the other thing too that I think is really important to mention here is somehow we've been raised with the idea or the belief that our children should just do as we say and, you know, listen to everything we tell them to do just because they're our children and we said so. But honestly, as a human being, as people who have studied human behavior and what motivates us, what makes us tick for, like I said, combined experience of over 60 years, Napoleon Hill is very clear when he says you have no right to ask anything of anyone without sufficient motive. So the fact that we have been trained, and I know, like I'm a mom. I read Kids Are Worth It. I watched Super Nanny. I know all about authoritative parenting, authoritarian parenting, and so following the path of that was what caused chaos in my home, because nowhere in the parenting books out there do they say, sit down, validate what your child's saying. Validate the fact that they have goals, they have dreams, thoughts, and desires that they would love to work towards. And when we come in as parents and think that it's our job to give our kids an easy life, it's our job to provide designer clothes, their own bedrooms, their own TVs, their own cell phones, Wi-Fi, cable TV, ketchup on hot dogs. No, don't get me wrong. I didn't say don't feed them. I said ketchup on hot dogs is a privilege that they could work towards. Okay. I have teenagers. They love to have friends come over. They love to go out at night. They love to get rides places. They want to get their learners and, you know, they want to drive our vehicle. Like they want us to teach them how to drive. They love good food. There's certain things that they really love that, you know, you and I, we work for. So here's the thing. If you understand this and your teenager or your ADHD child's going, I want ice cream, I want to play with my friend, I want to watch TV, you say, I would love for you to have those things. Let's spend 5 minutes and teach you, let me show you what respect looks like. All right. So now their gas tank's full and you've got it written down what you think respect looks like. When we talk to each other, I would happily drive you to your friend's house later today. If for the rest of the day, when we talk to each other, you put your phone down and make eye contact with me. Maybe you could play a look in the eyes lesson. You could do it for 5-10 seconds. Let's do stare in the eye lesson and set my timer for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if in the 5 seconds they get distracted, we're going to start again and count down to 5. What's their motivator? Whatever it is that they're asking for. How much does this make sense? If you're watching us, please give me a comment so I know that I'm not going wah, 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 and you're like, okay, you know, what does this mean? I'd love to have some interaction. That's what we do these lives for. And again, we're helping you, moms and dads, build neural pathways on how to teach life skills to your children in the most positive way. They're not trying to tick you off. Like they don't wake up in the morning going, I want to roll my eyes at my mom today. They're rolling their eyes as an effect to a cause. They don't feel heard or validated. And we've never taken the time to show them what the word respect actually means. So here's a comment. Oh, it's just like a kissy face. Okay. I think that means we're on the same page. So, Tom, would you like to add anything to the show versus tell section of our training today?
Excellent job, buddy. You nailed it.